So Shipment has returned in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 with the Season 1 Reloaded content drop, and it's just as crazy as ever. But I will say, if you played the Vanguard version, that was the worst one ever. Don't worry, they've fixed all the issues that they kind of made with the Vanguard variation. But on top of that, it's a little bit different. There's been some changes in this version as well that I want to talk about. And I just want to talk about overall the map and how it plays and how it feels in Modern Warfare 2. So if you guys do enjoy this one, be sure to stick around for more. We do a variety of gaming content. We talk about the games, play the games, from, you know, Let's Plays and walkthroughs and guides and gaming news and kind of, you know, discussion videos like this one. If you love gaming, you're in the right place, because I do too, my friends. I do too. All right, so let's talk about Shipment. Now, first off, the sandbox obviously is going to be changing every single time, right? And it's no different with this one. So the sandbox has changed a little bit, and what we got going on in this map is more of, it's kind of like wet work. Do you guys remember wet work from the original Modern Warfare 2, that map? It feels basically like this is on the back of that map. So if you look around the map, and around the sandbox, you can see that you're basically on the end of, or not necessarily on the end, but on some section of the boat, of the big ship. And you also see the ship, of course, in the campaign as well. And, you know, I've said during the campaign also that it felt very much like reminiscent of wet work from Modern Warfare 2, the original Modern Warfare 2. And it's just great. It's just great. Or was it Modern Warfare 1? I don't even know. I'm getting mixed up. There's too many Modern Warfares at this point. Modern Warfare 1, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2019, Modern Warfare 2, 2022. There's a lot of Modern Warfare. Anyways, the point being is the fact that, yeah, anyways, it's on a boat. And I like the aesthetics. I like the environment, the vibe of it. It's raining. Everything's just kind of wet. The ground is all soaked, and it just kind of has that, you know, glossy feel to all the textures and whatnot. Especially if you're playing on, like, you know, high settings of PC or next gen consoles, where you have, you know, those really nice reflections and whatnot. Obviously, it's not going to be as nice reflections as if it was the campaign, but you don't really expect that in multiplayer. So beyond that, like I said, the sandbox is aesthetically appealing. It's aesthetically pleasing, in my opinion. Anyways, it is a gloomy map, but it's done right. It's done in a way that, you know, it feels very good. You know, the textures, the colors, and everything is just really nice. And like I said, for me, if a map is bland and boring, it's yeah, you know what I mean? It's just blah. For example, if we take Shoot House, Shoot House in Modern Warfare 2019 was super bland, and it's just kind of like, eh. But the remake, or the whatever you want to call it, in Modern Warfare 2, a lot nicer. And I feel like that's kind of what's going on with Shipment, you know, definitely a lot nicer than Vanguard. Now, the thing is, in Vanguard, they tried something new, which I feel completely ruined the map, and that was the verticality. The fact that you can climb on crates and things like that, it just ruined it, right? Because then you had to look up and down, and that was just like, it broke the map, right? The part of the map is that it's chaotic. When you have to look up and down, it just kind of breaks the flow of everything, and it was just horrible, absolutely horrific. But not to worry, my friends. Do not fret. That is no longer the case in this game. They reverted back to the way it should be, and so you can no longer climb on the crates. Now, I know there's going to probably be people out there that's going to be like, hey, I actually like that. But I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that the large majority of people absolutely despise that. Correct me if I'm wrong, and I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, and I might be wrong again, but I'm pretty sure the large majority of people aren't really feeling that kind of vibe. So either way, if you're one of those people, don't worry, it's back to normal. Now, what's changed? Well, obviously those are some of the things that changed, but that's not actually what specifically I was thinking of when I was talking about the fact that something has changed in the map, and that it's different. Yes, it's different than, you know, other iterations. You could say that in and of itself, but I wanted to get a little bit more specific with it, and it's actually the size of the map. Now, you might be already worrying and saying, oh my goodness, no, they didn't tweak the map and ruin it all. Well, they tweaked the map. Did they ruin it? I don't think so. It's kind of weird, but when you play the map, it plays like it's a little bit bigger. I don't know what it is about this map, and what about this iteration, but it feels a little bit more spacey, but not to the point where it feels, you know, really big, and it just, I don't know. It's really hard to put your finger on it and really kind of put it into words, but it just feels like it's more spacey. There's more kind of room. Let me put it this way. Let's say if there was a crate and another crate that was typically maybe like, and this is just very hypothetical, let's say hypothetically speaking, it was like maybe a foot apart before. It feels like maybe it's like a foot and a half apart, just like slightly bigger, but not so much bigger where you're like, oh man, this map feels like tedious to get around, but big enough where it adds a little bit more space, right? It's still extremely chaotic. Don't worry, it's still like super, fast paced, and you're getting lots of kills. But it feels like you can take like a couple additional steps. But again, if it would have been any more than what it is right now, I think it would have been too much. But I feel like what they've done with it has actually been a positive. It was for the better. And again, it's kind of really hard to put into words. It's one of those things where you really got to get hands-on to really understand what I'm talking about. Because if you don't, then it's kind of hard, like I said, to really kind of explain it. But it feels, like I said, slightly more spacey. But again, I feel like that actually helps with the flow of the map, at least in this game. And although I would say that, I don't think the devs knew what they were doing in the Vanguard iteration, I think in this case they did know what they were doing, just based on the the movement system of Modern Warfare 2 2022, and just kind of obviously you got to take into consideration all the weapons that you're going to be using in this game as well. All those kind of factors play into how they tweak maps. And again, if you were to do like a 1-for-1, I don't think we've ever technically, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, but just kind of off the top of my head, I don't think we've ever had like a 1-for-1 of the original map. The original map was very, very, very small, and the map is still small. That's the appeal of it, right? It's like Nuketown. That's kind of the appeal of the map. But again, it gives you I think the extra space gives you a tiny bit more reaction time, if you will, right? And it's not to the extent where it ruins the flow of the map, but it's to the extent where it just kind of like, again, it's for a positive thing, right? It gives you just slightly better reaction time, and I think again it works in its favor in this case. But again, let me know in the comments below, though, if you guys have gotten hands-on. Do you agree that it does feel bigger, and do you agree that it feels like a positive thing? Do you think it kind of ruined the flow of the map, or do you think that it's still got a good flow? It's still fast-paced, it's still chaotic, and all that good stuff. But all that to say, Shipment has returned in Modern Warfare 2. I wanted to talk about it a little bit here in this video, like I said, from the visual perspective to the size to the flow to the, all the aesthetics and all that, because again, I've been having a lot of fun. I played it just a few times before recording this video, and I mean, some of the gameplay that you guys are seeing, I think I got like 74 kills in that in one of those games, and then I got like I don't know, I was having some pretty high kill games, so it's a lot of fun. A lot of it's kind of easy to rank up your weapons in here too if you're still trying to do that. Maybe get some of your challenges done for your weapons, your camos and whatnot, depending what they are. Of course, if they're long shots, well, no bueno, not gonna do that in this map. If it's stuff like sniper rifles, well, if you're quick with the sniper, then I guess you can try to pull it off. But those are kind of the two things I probably wouldn't take here. LMGs, yeah, hit or miss. You can kind of hang back a little bit, and everything else is probably going to work very well. So let me know what you guys think about this new iteration of Shipment in Modern Warfare 2. It's available now as a free update. And again, I want to hear you guys' thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about this iteration? If you enjoyed this video, stick around for more, my friends. Like I said, we do a variety of gaming content here on the channel, and I'll see you guys very soon in another one. Stay safe, stay well, and until then, game on, and thanks for watching.